Hi, I'm Neil from Mobile Welding North Wales. Today we're going to look at a Citroen relay, which is the same as the Peugeot Boxer and the Fiat Ducato, to see exactly where these tend to rust out and how we can spot it. This is a customer van, it's just turned up, it's raining, which always makes it nicer, and we'll go through it together and we'll have a look and see where we need to attack and whether it's got all the normal places that they rust. So the first bit we're going to look at is the driver's, well on this one it's a driver's side step, but both sides the front door steps, which on this one we can see is a bit rusty. You can see already that's got some, actually a lot of paint flaking on it, and if we use a delicate little tap with a hammer, you can see that actually there's not really a lot there. And what happens is this, it goes like tissue paper on these, so while it looks like a reasonably solid bit of sill, it's just nothing there, okay? And that's fairly hard to spot without, you can see there's no strength in that now, just crumpled to pieces. Apologies if you're wearing headphones and that was loud, sorry. Yeah, and you can see that it is also full of mud, muck, rot. Okay, so the thing about these relays is that they look okay until they're not. And so what you have to do is just do a little push test on them and see, and you can start to tell if it feels a bit weird, if it sounds a bit weird, then that's worth a look. The next section we're going to look at is this bit in here, which is your part of your inner wheel arch. Okay, so to locate it, you've got driver's door here, driver's wheel arch, and you just come in and have a look. And this is absolutely spot on, this one. It is smooth, it is solid, it sounds good, it feels nothing obvious on it at all. There's one tiny bit of paint come off there, which we can just address, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And then if we come further back, another spot while we're in this wheel arch is here. It's a jacking point. Jacking points can end up getting squashed and they can get damaged, and then as a result of which you end up with some rust. And it's kind of like on a bit of a beam, and just check that beam is all solid. You do that with your fingers, you can pretty quickly tell if it feels rotten or funny. If it doesn't feel like a nice smooth solid bit of metal, it's worth a look at. The next section we're going to look at, which is fairly specific to these vans, is inside the front wheel arches. Now this one's my least favourite bit to fix on these vans, if you bear with me. So we are not looking in the back of there, around the wheel, we're looking up there, okay, kind of up in the wheel arch strut area. So to check this inner wheel arch area, we're going to use our selfie mode and a torch again, and have a little look and see what we can see. So that actually looks okay, believe it or not. We're trying to look further up so we can see. This is why it's horrible to fix. It's because it's horrible to see even. You can see up here, wherever. It's a little bit, but nothing. And then if we feel up here, it's actually really solid. It's smooth, you can feel it's still painted. So we are very happy to not have to do anything up there. So in the wheel arch, under the suspension, it's just a pain to get to. And if that's where the rusty bit is in your van, that is going to be a reasonably expensive fix. Because it's just so difficult to access, you end up having to take wheels off and wings off and that sort of thing, just to try to get better access. So that is one of the more expensive fixes, really, for what is not necessarily a particularly big hole. Okay, the next bit, not that easy to get to, not that hard to get to, but it's a good one to look at. This is the back of the driver's step. So I've just stuck my head underneath to avoid doing the selfie thing, but that would work fine. There's plenty of room underneath these actually. So don't be put off by the fact it looks a bit rumply. A lot of that is actually just dirt. Let's say what we're looking for is that it's nice and smooth, it's nice and uniform colour, and it doesn't look horrible. Here we've got the back of that jacking point. Again, plenty of metal there, nothing to worry about. A little bit if if you're worried, sorry, give it a tap. And that is, yeah, you can tell. Okay, so we come to the back of the van. So this is the back wheel, this is the back sill. We're on the driver's side at the moment, so there's no sliding door. It's fairly obvious here that it has got a problem. It may well have had a repair here in the past, not sure. But what you can do here is you can press on it, and you see how, oh, hello. Yeah, no, don't do that when you're actually trying to buy it. You can see that it just comes apart. There we go, got an old repair there. Okay, I think what's happened is that the repair hasn't been big enough or good enough, and so as a result this has just fallen apart. We've got, yeah, that happens. I mean, see again, the outer looks kind of alright up here, you know, but if you, oh hello, let's not pull too much off. You can see how thin it is and how flexible it is once you start. This, it's not a terrible repair. You could buy a repair panel for it. It's a bit faffy. You need to take these off, but it's one of the better ones because, from my point of view, I'm on the outside of the van. I'm not underneath it. Okay, this will all just pull off, and then we'll get a repair onto it. But you can see how there's just nothing left of that metal. Even though it's meant to be even though it's galvanised, it's just rotted, and the worst of the damage has been on the inside, which has made it super weak. As a quick example of what you might find, while I was just poking there, I found this, which was the wheel arch bit, where the wheel arch was. As you can see, it's a big lump. As you can possibly also see, there is not a jot of metal in there. That is entirely made out of filler, which is not ideal because, well, it's not the right repair. And you can't weld to it, you can't fix it. It just falls apart, and it's heavy. So yeah, you don't want to find that much filler if you can possibly avoid it. So this van here is a 2012 van. I think they ran this model from 2007 maybe. The model before it actually is very, very similar with regard to where they go. The difference is on the model before has a battery under the bonnet, and that can also cause you rust problems, battery tray. This van doesn't have the battery under the bonnet, so we don't get the same problem with batteries like in the passenger footwell. Also, very slight difference underneath it. The earlier models have like a tray about here on the underneath of them, and that sometimes goes pretty rotty and falls off. So they're my top things to look out for when it comes to rust with one of these vans. So they're the kind of more specific things. Okay. In terms of cost, they're not too bad to fix really. They multiply up a bit because if you have to fix there, you have to fix there, you have to fix there, then it starts to go up. The most expensive, because of how unpleasant and hard it is to do, is that bit up underneath that wheel arch, and also around inside the wheel arch is quite hard to fix and can take a little bit of time. The outer bits, we can get a hold of something like this, which you can weld in, and that makes life a whole lot quicker and a whole lot easier. So don't despair if you find that you've got a rusty van, but just be aware that each individual thing mightn't be too bad to fix, but it just gets worse as it goes on. As a quick summary then, on a relay boxer Ducato, we're looking for outer sills, steps, underneath the jacking point, inside the wheel arches, all fairly normal places, and the special place to check on one of these is up inside that front suspension tower. Give that a check.